Welcome to Canucks Last Week, where I try to cover everything Canucks hockey in 3 minutes or less, and the Canucks are going to have to play a lot better if they want to beat the Minnesota Wild, or else they're going to be losing 3 games in a row. We're just past the All-Star game, and the Canucks have about 31 games left, if I'm not mistaken, and their schedule is about to get a whole lot harder. Before the break, the Canucks were playing teams like the Avalanche and the Coyotes a lot, and other low, non-playoff teams. And now in their final 31 games, the Canucks are only playing 4 games against teams who probably aren't going to be fighting for a playoff spot by the end of the season. Those teams are the Jets, the Sabres, the Red Wings, and the Islanders, and even then, those teams are nothing to scoff at. The Canucks are going to be tested to see what they're made of, and I have a feeling when they get sliced open, we're not going to find a playoff team. After the game at home against the Minnesota Wild, the Canucks are going to be going on a 6-game road trip, and this is really where their season is going to be made or broken. They played Nashville, Columbus, Boston, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and then St. Louis. Nashville and St. Louis are huge games, as those are the 2 teams the Canucks are fighting with for a wildcard spot. And if the Canucks show the kind of effort they showed in the first and second period of last night's game, it's not gonna be good. The Canucks had a couple days of rest after the All-Star game, and that resulted in them coming out flat-footed. On San Jose's first goal, they just burned the Canucks on their speed. It started off with a great play by Brent Burns, who, by the way, now has 55 points in 53 games. A defenseman whose point a game with a beard like that, I want him on my team. But yeah, Burns did a great job recognizing from his own zone that the Canucks defense was not in position, so he got it up to Joe Pavelski very fast, and then Pavelski sent it over to Patrick Marleau, and snipe. I mean, what is Patrick Marleau known for? Sniping. He's known for sniping. The Sharks' second goal is, it's gonna make me talk about Filip Larsson here for a second. It's very nice to see Filip Larsson back in the lineup, considering his story and what happened with the Taylor Hall hit in New Jersey. And yeah, sure, he's probably not up to game speed just yet. He's been off for quite a while, and it's only his 2nd game back, but he did not look good in this game, and especially on that 2nd goal. He just got out-muscled by Chris Tierney in front of the net, and did not look good. He also had a couple of really atrocious giveaways in this game, which makes me wonder how bad is Subban's defense that Filip Larsson is gonna get games over Subban. And yeah, I get it, Larsson needs to play, but I would have liked to see Subban at least suit up for one of those games when the Canucks are playing 2 of the worst teams in the league, Colorado and Arizona. Filip Larsson did score in last night's game, which is really good to see, and hopefully that'll rejuvenate him in a way that he'll be the power play quarterback that Jim Benning thought he would be, but yeah, so the Sharks' 3rd goal, oh, I would have hated to be Troy Stecher on that play. I'm only a little shorter than Troy Stecher, but weigh way less, and I cannot imagine trying to out-muscle Jumbo Joe Thornton. I mean, they call him Jumbo for a reason. The dude's like 6'6", 207,000 pounds, and like, his beard too, that has to weigh a couple extra pounds. But I'm glad Stecher experienced that, and hopefully he'll be a better defenseman because of that goal. Because Stecher analyzes the game at a very high level. He's a learner of the game. He remembers plays from 2-3 years ago off by memory. And I think right now he's analyzing that play and seeing different ways that he could use his body and stick as leverage to win that puck battle. And that's what excites me the most about Troy Stecher. Not his skating ability and not his offensive ability, but his ability to think and analyze the game. And that will be his biggest factor to success in the NHL. Okay, so last thing, let's talk about Bo Horvat in LA for the All-Star game. He didn't look out of place. He was right up there with the best of them, and he looked pretty damn good with Johnny Gaudreau. Now, I'm not saying the Canucks should go and trade for Johnny Gaudreau, but I'm saying if you were to put Bo Horvat with an elite playmaker or scorer, the world would be the limit for Horvat. And this is no knock on Sven Baertschi or Alex Burrows, but hopefully Brock Besser can be that guy. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video. It really helps me out knowing if I'm doing stuff right or wrong. And if you haven't already yet, please hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out, as well as sharing the video with other friends so you can help the channel grow. And yeah, I will see you guys next week.